What's going on, everybody? Hello. Hello, everyone. My name is Catalystz. You might know me for my Souls runs, but this is quite different. We're going to be exodusing from the Earth because it's unbearable, obviously. But I'm not going to do it alone this time. I have Moody with me here. What's up?
What's up? I'm Moody. I've run this game at the Moist Challenge.
Yeah,
a while back.
So this is Exodus from the Earth. It's like mid-2000s Russian-developed FPS game that's based on the old Quake engine. It takes heavy inspiration from Halo and from Half-Life, so there's going to be tricks throughout the run that you will probably recognize. And I'm glad that Muty is here with me because he's actually good at the game. I also want to give a quick shout out to Kisimov, who's here with us. I didn't know that he was coming, but he's the current world record holder for this game. So I'm, no pressure. Anyways, we're gonna get into it.
Hold on. I have a donation from Suing Machine 247 with $20 that says, bruh, why?
Well, why not? I'll show you why. All right, so the timer's gonna start when I skip this loading screen, and we're gonna get into it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hit it.
All right, so right off the bat, we're going to be doing a lot of glitchy stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is prop climbing. I'm going to grab this chair. Hopefully it's not broken. It's not.
Nice.
That's good. I'm going to turn it over this railing. Hopefully. I'm going to grab it, and then I'm going to plop it underneath myself to go out of bounds. Okay. And now, something really important that we're going to be abusing throughout the run is that I can carry over momentum from one save file to another. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this technician to get into the elevator. Really good cycle. I'm going to make a save file, get out of the elevator, hopefully, if the game lets me. There we go. And I'm going to get back onto the chair, and then I'm going to load the save file on the elevator, and then load back on the chair. That's the one. And now, hopefully, the upwards momentum from the elevator carries over, and I can clip out of bounds like this. So that's really cool. I'm going to make a hard save here by going into the main menu. And here, I'm going to fall into a cutscene, and I'm going to start quick saving right as I die. And if I did it properly, there will be... There it is. So you saw there was a save file. Why am I walking? Game, always run. Yeah, I think I pressed caps lock. Anyways, so what happened there is I died in the cutscene, but because I was spamming quick save, I managed to save the game in a state where I am indeed dead, but the game also triggers the chapter that we skipped to that's in the cutscene. And that actually skips like 20 minutes of gameplay. I kind of didn't do a good job of building that up, but it's a huge skip because right underneath the starting area is chapter 13 as well that I skipped into by getting into that cutscene. So we just saved like 20 minutes of casual game time by flipping into
pretty good because like you got both of them first try, like because that strat is actually quite random, so you actually did pretty good there. So.
Yeah, that was quite nice. So there you saw it was very easy to get out of bounds just using some collision. Good, the game let me over. Thank you. And now this is a little bit of a calmer section where we basically have to escape. It is also called as such. Here's a little bit of a long jump right there. Momentum in this game can be kind of weird sometimes, where you would think that if you're running down a slope, you're going to jump higher, but it's the other way around. You actually jump higher when you're running up a slope. And also, what you will see me do is some bunny hopping and strafing, the classic, FPS-style gameplay that you might have seen in other speedruns as well. But the tricky part about this game is that you cannot scroll the mouse wheel repeatedly for easy bunny hops, because there are a couple of changes that the developers made, and one of them is this one, where you basically have to press a button for each of the bunny hops. And the second one is fall damage, where you just take an extreme amount of fall damage. Also here, this head bopping, you're going to see that a bunch of times throughout the run. That is because these enemies, even though we are playing on easy, I think at least, let me actually double check that. Yeah, we are. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah, they're absolute snipers and they destroy you. So in order to prevent that from happening as much as possible, I'm going to be repeatedly crouching, and they're going to hopefully miss. So here I jump into a car. This is kind of like the first Halo-inspired part. This cutscene can sometimes glitch out, but it didn't, so that's good. And here's going to be a bunch of other tech as well coming up. First, I'm going to try to get a gun from this guy on the left. I did it. I killed him by using the shield of the gun. And now, there's a mechanic in this game where you can reset the car back on track. So I trigger the reset, I quick save just before it happens, and I'm going to death warp over the gate right here. And if I load it just correctly, it's going to allow me to skip past the gates like this.
Well done.
Then I'm going to immediately get out of the car and move the car past the cutscene trigger. And there's an unskippable cutscene. But if I go past the trigger while I'm outside of the car by using its momentum, it allows me to skip that cutscene. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, triggers are in this game are like paper thin. Like usually when triggers are placed, when well, map designers place any trigger, they're usually like they're quite boxy. But in this game, like they just made all of them paper thin, and you're gonna see a lot more tricks coming up soon, which actually coming up right now.
Yeah, you mind explaining the wormhole?
All right, so this is the wormhole strat. What catalystz is gonna do is he's gonna hop out of the car and push it to the last millimeters of the load screen, and he's gonna enter the car while at the same time loading the next map. And what this does is basically create a wormhole situation where he's gonna be reloading checkpoints with the car, because you can press R and just respawn the car if you like flip it in the game or whatever. And yeah, the developers didn't really think there. Just happened right there. Instantly teleports like 30 seconds of driving ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, the checkpoints are really weird when driving. So essentially, when I get past a certain point of the track, it gives me a checkpoint further ahead. And by warping back to the wormhole, it allows me to trigger that checkpoint, basically.
And saves are incredibly badly implemented in this game. Like, basically, 80% of the strategies in this game. Oh my god. That caused me a heart attack. I thought you were gonna like, you know, get like
stuck and die from the collision. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, we good. Yeah, saves are really weird in this game.
Completely broken, in other words.
So this is the dam. I picked up some grenades in the previous area specifically for this point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill these enemies. I'm gonna kill all of them. I'm gonna kill this dude behind me as well. And then I'm gonna trigger this button and hopefully get on this car. I'm gonna make a hard save here because I wanna carry that momentum potentially. And then I can basically get the car unstuck by throwing a grenade and hopefully clip through this ceiling. As you can see, yeah, this game has quick saves, quick loads, so I can retry things. Very good. Then I'm gonna shoot this dude so I can make it to the elevator and break his pathing, like this. Two guys are gonna show up, or well, three. I'm gonna shoot them, bash him, bash him here, and hopefully clip. There we go. And here I'm gonna switch my FPS to very low values so that I can basically get past, I can basically avoid fall damage that way. And there, what you saw me do is because we clip through the elevator to the bottom, it's normally not possible to get out of the shaft. But that's why I saved on the car, right? Because the car is stuck while it's going up to the ceiling. And when I made the hard save, it actually carries over that upwards momentum into the previous save. So I was able to get a little bit of a boost in the elevator and exit it that way. And here I'm going to activate this one, and we're going to go up. And this is a good time to read some donations, because we are, we have to get up here.
Heck yeah, I have a lot of donations here. I'm going to start with Trem with $50 that says, I want to get spooked. Let's go to the bunker. And I couldn't agree more. We are less than $400 away, everyone, from getting that bonus run in. We want to get more ESA tonight. We want to get more crazy horror games tonight. So let's get it going, everyone. Thank you so much for donating. I have Sparks50 here with $100 that says, hey, Kata. Told you I'll catch your run. I am hyped for your Uncharted run later this marathon. You have more runs this marathon, don't you?
Yeah, there's an Uncharted 2-player 1-controller run that we'll be doing with Zonoris on Tuesday. So that is bound to be a train wreck, but we'll try to make it an entertaining one.
Yeah, I see Zonoris in the crowd waving as well, so that's going to be a crazy run. So make sure to catch that one as well, Sparks. And I have John from the Earth here with $5 that says, John from the Earth here, Kata, please don't leave.
Oh, well, I might have to reconsider that now, thanks to your generosity. Thank you, everybody, for the donations. I really, really appreciate it. All right, so here I'm going to abuse the reset button again. I'm basically going to fly like this, but then the car just perfectly gets placed back on the track. And now this is... we're still on the Earth, by the way, right? So you would think that gravity would be normal, but it's not.
Witness the magic.
Yeah.
the car of all time.
Yes. So we're out of bounds now. So this jump is actually kind of precise, so I'm going to make sure to save a bunch of times. And hopefully we will land in a way that doesn't flip us And that's looking decent so far. Now I gotta get back on track as well.
You went
All
for the crazy strat.
Yeah, not holding back.
You're not.
All right, so here we're gonna be using carryover momentum between save files again. I'm essentially going to save before this barrier while I'm moving, let the car hit the barrier, and then I quick load and quick save afterwards immediately. And I get enough momentum again and again and again to the point that it actually flips me over the barricade. And it's a pretty huge skip because what you're supposed to be doing in these driving sections, you're supposed to be getting out of the car, picking up some keys, opening up those barriers. And thanks to the carryover momentum glitch, I can just skip all of that. So we're going to see that again, implemented a little bit differently at some point.
Oh, that one is going to be really fun.
Yep.
And cool and stylish, for sure.
Also, driving this car, it's like at the same time the heaviest, the heaviest and lightest car in the world. So basically, it takes forever for it to turn. But as soon as there's any kind of irregularity on the road, you just go flying. So that went actually pretty well. And here's another pretty big skip where...
Paper thin trigger moment.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to try to get into a trigger that destroys the car and get out at the same time. And that way we can just, drive underwater. It's quite special car indeed. So this part here, you're supposed to get to this building, and then there's a bridge right there. We cannot really see it well. However, I still need to pay attention to it and drive underneath it to hit a loading trigger for the next part of the map. Also, if I get too close to the shore, the car is basically going to break down, so I need to make sure to drive around in the safe areas. And there's ground here, it's just invisible. So I'm going to try to hit it, and then I'm going to quick save and quick load to load the visuals back as well. And yet again, here we're going to be abusing the fact that the checkpoints on the track in the car are really, really weird. And we're going to be essentially making a hard save right before resetting back on track. It's going to place us in one place. And then we're going to perform a cool crane skip, activate a checkpoint, and then return back to that hard save. And it should hopefully put us back further on the track. So first, we're going to jump into nothingness. I'm going to wait about 3 seconds. Start resetting the car. I'm going to make a hard save now. I'm going to call it CRA for crane. Now it resets me back on track. Also, don't worry about this. It's perfectly safe. Yeah. Okay, let's try to get these obstacles out of the way. Make one save just in case things go bad. And then you're supposed to like drive around this crane, but again, I can just abuse the momentum storage like this to fly over it. And as you can see, now I loaded back to the hard save file, and it puts me back on track, except much further forwards. So.
And we basically skipped like 90 seconds of driving with that, and that was actually a really good crane skip.
That was
so
really
give a clap
smooth.
for that.
Yeah. No.
Okay,
no one claps.
Okay,
that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. That one. Who was that? Actual MVP. Yeah, so there's a bunch more driving around here, so I think that's a perfect time for a donation to be read.
I want to focus on something else here. We are reaching almost quad 5s. Can we make that happen during this run, chat? We're this close. And make sure to put your donations towards incentives. We are getting ever so closer towards getting a bonus run in. We are going to see Ebenny here, our very own Eben, playing Amnesia the Bunker after the Halo 2 run, which is right after this run, because this is an FPS block.
Yeah. So here we're going to see the next barrier skip. I'm going to drive through this place, and I'm going to come to a full stop. And now I'm going to be repeatedly loading this autosave that has a lot of momentum. And again, I'm going to be immediately quick loading. Oops, what was that? I think I pressed...
Alt-tab?
Yeah, I alt-tab by accident. Well, that happens. Yeah, I pressed Control Escape. Escape to go into the main menu, but I pressed Control somehow as well. That's fine, not a problem. So we're going to keep on quick loading and quick saving immediately after. I think one more time. And yeah, we just do a front flip, get over the barrier, and there we go. Yeah, it was more than one person this time. Cool.
The previous strat before this was actual pain. Like, you literally couldn't finish a run. Like,
oh yeah, that was
so much
driving on the rock. Yeah,
that was horrible. Like, there was so much time save still in the game because it was so fresh and new, and everything was getting figured out basically minute by minute. And no runs could be finished because of that old strat there that was used. But thankfully for this, yeah, made it much easier.
Absolutely. So now we need to open up the gates that we have to go through. So first we need to power up this facility. Then we're going to open up the gates. And then we're going to get to the heliport. And we have to clear out the entire heliport. And then we're finally going to... Well, we're not going to Mars. We always say Mars, but it's an unidentified planet that we're going to. So first jump through here. Open up the gates. There we go. Back into the car. There's a robot. We get shot by a rocket. We don't care. So we're going to destroy the robot, and then there's going to be a bunch of guards that we have to kill. And the Mars-like planet that totally isn't Mars is going to be quite wild. There are some big skips there, and I hope that they work out. I'm going to try to use the shields to kill these guys. There we go. Box is kind of in the way. Out of the way, box. Shoot a grenade to destroy the turret. And yeah, like I said, now I have to kill these soldiers. There's 3 more left. And 1 more, and there we go. So now this is going to be wild. So what we're going to do is we're going to abuse the fact again that momentum can be stored between save files. Except this time we're going to use it by making the game think that we are on this box or on several boxes, even though we're not on them. Right, so if I'm gonna stand on it on one save file and then immediately load another save file, the game's gonna think that, oh, he's still standing on the box, even though I'm gonna be pretty far away. So I'm gonna do the same here. I'm gonna make a save file. And now what I do is I open the box and throw the sticky bomb on it, well, sticky remote bomb on it, which prevents it from opening. So now if I detonate the bomb, what's gonna happen is the box is gonna open, right? So this means I have the box, I can open the box remotely right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna detonate it, I'm gonna quick save, then I'm gonna load this save file that we made, and when I load back, the game's gonna give me the momentum from opening the box. Just like this. And then I get thrown, and we fly, and then I swap the FPS to survive the fall damage, and there you go. So the reason this happens is because the game thinks that if you're on the box and the box opens, it should give you some momentum. And it calculates that momentum based on the distance between you and the box. But because I'm opening the box remotely, it gives me an incredible amount of momentum and I can go flying. So that was the first time we do that. Hopefully we can pull it off again. That was the easier part.
Gonna be the harder one, but this is gonna be the even crazier boost. We're actually gonna do 2 of them.
That's right.
One of them to launch us out of bounds, and the second one to basically make us fly to the end of the map.
Okay, I'm gonna dispose of these enemies. Okay, so now both of these boxes are manipulated for me to be opened at will. And yeah, this is quite precise. I'm gonna take my time to line this up. And hopefully it's gonna work out well. I'm gonna set up in a specific position like this. Aim like that. And now I'm gonna open up this first box by exploding a grenade. I'm gonna quick save. Quick load here. Get launched out of bounds. Okay, that's good. Now I'm gonna quick save and quick load again so that the textures load properly and I can use a visual cue. And I'm gonna fall really far under the map, so I'm gonna get a lot of momentum if everything works out well. Okay, detonate, quick save, quick load, and whee! And let's see if I can get back over the map. Ooh, should be getting a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. That's not a problem because we have we have this save file here. Let's see. Okay, do we have enough momentum to make it over?
I think we do.
Wait, where am I? I'm very confused right now because did I not save?
Below it.
Okay, I'm gonna load this one just to make sure. That's no problem, as long as it keeps on working, the launcher I mean. Load the box again, load back. Okay, so I'm getting flung sideways right now. I'm trying to get enough momentum out of it so that I can get back over the map. Let's see. This saves a lot of time, by the way. This is like a huge skip, so It's okay if I take a little
Yeah,
bit
it's
of
like
time
2
to
minutes
try and get
time
it.
save.
Yeah. Yeah, let's try this
Try
again.
exploding it a bit earlier, I think. Do we have saves?
Yeah, we do. This one. Okay, let's try it again. Is this the... Yeah, I only have the one with the explosion, which is fine. We can try that again.
You can try save loading early, maybe, because that like stops the momentum.
Right. Yeah, we can try that. Okay, hold on. Let me load this one. Yeah, I need to delete some of these save files. This is like some heavy brain stuff right now. I need to make sure to delete some of these quick saves so my other saves do not actually override them. Let's load it again. And then back to this one. Oh, that's looking good.
There we go.
Yeah,
Got
that's
it.
looking good. Hold on, not yet.
Yeah. We're gonna lower FPS to survive the fall.
And we're back
There we
in
go.
bounds. Let's go. Whew,
Well
okay.
saved. Very nice.
Good stuff. So that's a massive launch because you first launch out of bounds to get more distance from the box. What was that? And then the second one just launches you like super far. Okay, so this jump is actually kind of tricky. We're gonna try to get out of bounds. And here we are abusing the weird ramp mechanics that I talked about earlier, where running up the hill actually gives you more upwards momentum.
Quake 1 physics.
Yeah.
It's kind of based on like Quake 3, but I don't know how they managed to like demake Quake 3 into Quake 1, and it's like makes no sense.
Okay, there we go. Cool. So now we're out of bounds again. And another cool jump is actually coming up. I'm going to be jumping into the nothingness, or at least that's what it seems like, right? Because we're out of bounds, so the game doesn't really expect us to be here. I don't think I jumped, so let's try jumping. I'm going to quick save, quick load, which loads the textures, and then I'm going to try to survive the fall damage with lowering FPS again to bypass the fall damage check. There we go. So we're back in bounds again. And yeah, the premise here is basically, yeah, I don't even know why we went to the planets here instead of the Earth. I guess there's some kind of a like virus on the Earth, and we're supposed to start migrating here eventually. But yeah, I have no clue about the plot in detail.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to it either. It's like so cliche-ish, and it's so bad. It's like there's no point like even trying to pay attention to it.
Damn, it's not working.
It's not working, yeah. Maybe put the battery in, there you go. Okay, so these doors here, there's a keypad here. This can sometimes break, hopefully it doesn't. Okay, we're good. So sometimes this, for some reason, like completely breaks and you cannot open the doors, and then you have to completely quit out of the game, like just restart the entire game to make it work. So that's pretty funny. All right, so here we're gonna do something cool. So I just picked up a key card for a door, and basically this key card is not for a specific door. It works on all kinds of locked doors. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be keeping this locked card until a further point of the run, and it's gonna save time there at the end. But instead, I have to clip past the door that you're normally supposed to use it for. So we're gonna do something called dirt skip. Again, it's gonna abuse momentum storage. I'm gonna try to drop on this block of dirt, or whatever it is. And then I'm gonna get stuck on this one, and again I'm gonna quick save as that box falls. And now we're gonna try to clip up here. There
Very
we go.
nice.
Yeah, so that's the
Well
door that I was gonna open. Yeah, that's a pretty difficult skip to get,
Yeah, it's
so
very
that was
hard.
cool.
We actually lose time on that map specifically, but having the ability to open a keycard door earlier that should be locked more than makes up for it. I think it altogether, adding give it up, saves like 20 seconds or so.
Yeah, something like that. All right, so now this is basically like a big shootout portion. I'm supposed to open a bunch of these doors, so let's do that. You can also see how Well, actually, they're not really hitting me this time. I was gonna say you can see how the enemies are brutal in this game, but they're kind of chill, and this guy is hiding as well. Let's shoot him. So yeah, just a bunch of running around, a bunch of fighting. I'm gonna pick up a med kit over here. And after that, there's a room where you're supposed to like get to a kind of a control device on the side of the room. But I can just shoot it with a grenade through the floor like that and open it up that way. So you can see the next door open. Oh, there's a grenade there.
Oh god. All
That was close, but we're good. And so here's actually a pretty big skip as well. So how does this one work?
All right, so the way this works is catalystz is going to save and activate the next level at the same time. What this does is
Maybe.
we basically... Yeah, this is actually like kind of difficult because you actually have to basically press 2 buttons at the same time. Anyway, point is, we're going to be staying on the previous chapter, but the mine door for the next map is going to be open. And what we're going to do is basically touch the change level trigger from the previous chapter with the door open, and that means when we load into the next chapter, we're going to be out of bounds, and we will be skipping the whole chapter, next chapter.
I'm not sure why this is taking so long. Normally they should have worked already. Yeah, so this is supposed to... there's supposed to be just like nothing here, right? Like the door's supposed to be open and just black behind it, but this is really weird. Oh, there we go. Okay. And now I'm gonna clip out of bounds here and hit a trigger right there.
And the hard part comes now.
Yeah, where I'm abusing the low FPS stuff to try and avoid fall damage. But honestly, it's like pretty random here.
Yeah, this is just pray you get it.
Sorry for that sound.
The death
yeah. Doom guy on steroids. Any day now, maybe? Game, please.
Come on.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Okay, cool. I don't know why that was so difficult. But we made it.
Sure.
So, funnily enough, here's a walled door that you can get very easily stuck in. So I'm going to make sure to make a save heal here while I open it.
And it also crashes the game if that does happen.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually had no idea. Oh, Dark Souls Enjoyer here with the roll. There you go. So now I'm going to make a quick save on this elevator to carry over the momentum as well. And we're going to do a cool little skip here with around the reactor. It's basically going to be the same principle as with the chair at the start, but it saves way less time. So essentially, let me get that health kit as well. I'm going to take this bin. I'm going to place it over here. I'm going to activate it at the elevator so that it's going up. I'm going to take the bin, throw it in the corner here. Well, I messed up. That's fine. Throw it in the corner. Then I'm going to jump on the bin, jump, save, load the save file on the elevator, and then carry over the momentum to clip through or above the door like that. All right, so right here, I have to kill a bunch of enemies. And I'm going to be using a box for something very cool. So I'll try to be very safe around it. You're going to make sure that you don't bounce it off weird things, because you can break it pretty easily. I'm going to carry it over with me, over this fence. Kill these dudes. Then we're going to carry over this barrel towards the fence, so I can jump on it and get over the fence. There we go. Hop. What did you just say?
Frank.
Whoa. Okay, so now
Not the place.
this is going to be hopefully very cool. So I'm going to drop the prop, and then as I drop the prop, I'm going to crouch walk on top of it, lower my FPS, and I'm going to start surfing downwards just like this. And this way, I can actually surf through a death trigger that's beneath that elevator, and I skip quite a bit of running around to get back down here. So that was pretty good. And now this is basically just a fighting section. I'm going to be doing the fight in a very specific way to ensure that the enemies spawn the way I want them to. And as I'm doing that, this is a good time to read out a donation or two.
Yes, and I have plenty for you to read. I have Frosty Pharaoh here with $30. Sorry about that. That says here for the gaming, the donating, and most of all, the big goofy dude with the rocket head. And that is towards the Team Cortex incentive, the bit where that's going on in Crash Nitro Kart. I also have $5 from Cole24 that says, I didn't know Kenna could drive. Well, there you go.
I mean, it's debatable, but
You skipped some barriers. You did front flips. You did the whole works.
all right. So these robots are actually kind of insane, and so is this elevator right here. So I'm gonna bait the enemies out because it's very easy to get stuck inside of the elevator with the enemies, and then their collision just kind of kills you. Okay, so I'm gonna have to kill him, and hopefully it's fine. Yeah, he can get like stuck there, and then you keep on like you just die. Sometimes the elevator also doesn't work. I believe Nudie lost a really good PB at one point to that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, where the elevator is just not going to work for some reason. So this is the part where we're going to use that extra keycard that we kept. Normally you're supposed to go down that hallway to get a keycard, but I can just come here and open it up. So there's another robot here. This is the final fight, basically. Except it's not really a fight. It's quite anticlimactic. How are we doing on time? We're doing pretty good, so we can watch the final cutscene afterwards, probably. So the way this fight works is essentially you're going to try to bait a robot into like a, what is it? Some kind of a box, basically. Can I stop
Like
bouncing?
a barracks, basically.
Yeah. So first I have to activate it by getting to that display there. Then I'm going to jump on top, and I'm going to wait for this to be openable, this hatch. Get into the hatch, open it, and now I'm going to position myself in a specific spot, and hopefully the robot's going to come inside. We'll see. It sounds good. Then I'm going to close it, and the robot should die. There we go. Boom. Nice. All right, we're going to be approaching the final cutscene now. And also
Well, it doesn't die, it just deactivates.
Yeah,
Spoiler
I guess.
alert.
Yeah,
gonna happen next,
that's
okay.
true, actually. A little foreshadowing right there. So again, I'm gonna try to like do a little bit of strafing to get some extra speed, but yeah, time is coming up. Get ready, Moody. And that's
there
time.
we go.
And that's Exodus from the Earth. Very quick run. Back-to-back tricks. Everything went pretty okay. Mars took quite a while to figure out, but I'm glad the launch worked. And we got to show it off this time. If the person next to me was playing, it would have been a lot smoother and a lot better. But, well, maybe next time I'll get to commentate for him. And yeah, this is the final cutscene. Basically what turns out is that it was all just a ruse. It's all a big scam. Just like your typical reveal at the very end of the game. And
Cliché villain. I want the power.
exactly. And it turns out that basically this facility is connected to our boss's life functions. So that means if he leaves the planet right now, he gets too far and the planet is going to explode. Well, he's not going to have to do that because he also has some dance moves, as we will see. All about power. I want to give a quick shout out to everybody that participated in the Moist Critical Challenge for this game. You guys might have seen it. It was the second $10,000 challenge from Charlie. Tons of people came together and they were able to bring down the run from 1 hour by Deluxe, who was the only person who had done runs of this game prior to that challenge. And yeah, we were able to bring it down to just over 20 minutes, which, like I said earlier, is held by is the world record held by Kisimov at the moment. And yeah, I can highly encourage you to check out the Speedrun.com leaderboards for this game and check out some very smooth runs at the top level. They're very, very good. Here's the robot. He's back.
You are a dreamer, Frank.
And there are going to be the dance moves here that I enjoy.
What? I could have finished it. What was he trying to say?
And of course now we have to finish with the Tom Cruise run. And if we are lucky, we might even get music in the credits. But if you're not lucky, then it's just not going to play. And that kind of speaks volumes about the junk that this game can be. And yeah, that's it. That's Exodus, the Exodus from the Earth, actually, even the credits say. I've been catalystz. Like I said, I'll have another run on Tuesday, we got the music as well to end it with. Thank you everybody in the crowd for showing up and watching this little bit of a train wreck of a run, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you, Muti, again for the commentary. It was a pleasure. Yeah, and please stay tuned, keep supporting the charity. It's a great cause. Coming up next is Halo by my good friend Zorix. So yeah, keep on watching, keep on donating. I'll see you guys later.
Before you go, I have a last donation for you with Sparks for $50 that asks to you, when will you run Elden Ring all achievements on the Marathon Kata?
Well, whenever the first run is finished on my own stream. So yeah, that's something we've been routing. I wasn't able to get it here on time, but perhaps winter, perhaps next year. Thank you so much.
I can't wait. Thank you so much for that amazing showcase. Thank you, Kata. Thank you, Moody. And we are going to be right back with more ESA. Don't go anywhere. More ESA to come.